And so I have a feeling now, after the time for the service is ended, I'm going to be able to get it on YouTube. So I have a feeling now, after the time for the service is ended, I'm going to be able to get it on YouTube. And it is. Well, because I couldn't get anything started with this Mevo camera, there must have been a challenge, and I'll investigate that. I did put the stream out to Facebook, and we may take it off of Facebook and bring it to YouTube, but I continue to hold you in prayer, and I'm grateful for your presence with us always. Grateful for the technology, even when it doesn't work. We're able to do some things. If you're trying to connect with us on a Wednesday night or a Sunday, and you can't find us on the YouTube channel, try Facebook. Because if necessary, I'll switch, like I did tonight, to a laptop and use its camera to record or to go live on Facebook. It's simple to do that. And I know that right where you are, God is. That's the heart of one of our prayers. I know that for many people this has been a difficult time. I've heard rumors today about people who think this is too much. And then I look at the numbers once a day. That's all I let myself do, is look at the numbers once a day. I look at to see if is the curve flatter yet. And you see, we fight in the mind. There's a concept that it shouldn't be like this. We shouldn't have to stay home. I hear a lot of things. People fear, and so then we create stories, and out of the story, who knows what emerges? Monsters and fears in the mind. I know that this time it's particularly important for us to not just talk about the spiritual tools we have, but to use them. And tonight we had a meditation, and I might do another one, because now I'm relaxed. Now it's working. Now it's over. Isn't that always the way of it? Life is funny when I let it be. So anyway, I was talking about meditation, and our meditation is an invitation for ourselves to become still enough that God is apparent to us. God is there. Christ is in us all the time. But we're so doggone busy much of the time that we don't notice it. One of the things that I've enjoyed about this time, and I know I'm touching my face because my nose itches, but I'm in my house. At this time, I have had a lot of time to reflect, and I've used that time. Probably because I'm such a big extrovert this time. It's like, well, okay, I can't do any of the things that I normally would do, but what can I do? And as I switched that thinking early on, that helped a lot. And I also want to tell you that it's important that we all give voice to the concerns we have. Concerns for other people, concerns for people that we might know who are sick, concerns for people we know who have passed on. Very close. I think that most of us now know someone fairly close to us, or close to someone we know, who has died from coronavirus. So I don't minimize the challenges there. I don't minimize the hurt and the pain. It's real. I know that. Because I see it in families. I've done a couple of mini funerals in this process, and people can't even really grieve the way they want to. That's a challenge. But our belief says that God in us is greater than this experience. And when you come to know that the life in us is the life of God, it is eternal. Oh, the body's going to die. For sure, someday it will. But who we are will never die. And as I relax into that place, it gives me the strength and the courage to do what is mine to do today. To speak words of truth and health and love. And thank people for working. I've heard many stories about people touching other people because they're maybe a grocery store clerk. A friend of mine was at Target, and he's a really gentle person and a good guy. And he said to the clerk, he was very grateful. He thanked her for being there, that by working she was allowing him to live, to get groceries, to buy the things he needed to keep himself going. He was telling me the story, and he said that she began to cry. And he asked her why, and she said, "You've been so kind, but 15 other people today have just hollered and been unhappy and unpleasant because we didn't have what they were looking for." So that story reminded me that the place to look is within. Not outside somewhere, not to something on the shelf, not to go off on a clerk, but to draw strength from within ourselves, the strength we need to do the stuff that we need to do today, the strength that we need to continue to put one foot in front of the other one. And I believe that, and I've talked about this already, and I'm going to talk about it more. I think that as individuals, and certainly as a spiritual community, as we get to the other side of this, we're going to be transformed. And I think in good ways. That's my intention. That's my hope. And that's what I'm working on. And it starts with me. Because I've already noticed that some really cool things are happening in our community. And I'm going to talk about some of those on Sunday. So this is just a little mini to YouTube because I finally was able to get it running. And I thought, well, I might as well use the time to remind you of who you are and whose you are. You're amazing. And I love watching stories about how people are going to extraordinary lengths to connect, to demonstrate love, to be with each other virtually until we're together again. So I want you to know that right where you are, God is. That's the truth of you. And God is the life in you. It has many names. Call it the Buddha. Call it Jesus. Call it the Atman. It doesn't matter. We have lots of names for something that is beyond name. And that presence and that power that you connect with, that is the source of you, that is the life in you, is eternal and inexhaustible and everywhere. So you're never alone, never alone. For you and God are one, and I am one with God, and that means that you and I are one. And from this place of oneness and from this conscious awareness of your presence and your light and your love, I bless you. And by our being able to share this message in this way, we are a blessing on the world, for we are a witness to the power of love to transform lives, our own. Do I love myself enough to take good care of myself? The answer is yes. And you know what to do for you as well. So as you lean into tomorrow and the day after, remember that you're not alone. If I can be of help to you, email me at RIC, that's no K, RIC at Unity of Royal Oak, all one word, .org. That's RIC at unityofroyaloak.org. And I'll respond to you as quickly as I can. So in this moment, let us remember that the light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us, and the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is. Wherever I am, God is. Wherever you are, God is. And all is truly well. And thank you for your faithful supported this ministry in so many ways. Keep us in prayer. We have the strength and the courage to do what is ours to do today. Thank you for your financial contributions, which keep us going. And you can make a contribution if you'd like by going to our website at unityofroyaloak.org. That's unityofroyaloak.org. And you'll see there's a button there to donate. God bless you. You're a blessing to us. Namaste.